Amber Simpson.
Robert Lamb.
You cut me off like while I was saying your name.
I'm sorry.
My mouth hurts.
I'm sorry. Why does your mouth hurt? That's weird.
Because I got a toothache.
Do you have TMJ?
TMJ, too much jam.
You got it. Right on the head.
What is TMJ?
Temporomandibular joint and muscle disorder. I think it's when you're like...
TJM.
TMJ.
Say that again?
Temporomandibular
okay.
joint and muscle.
So then it's TMJM.
No. Well, I'm just saying, like, it's called TMJ. You've never heard TMJ?
No, but I do like to read their magazine with all the paparazzi pics.
I don't even think that's what it's called.
It's TMZ.
TMZ. What does TMZ stand for?
Too much.
Zingers. Zaz. Oh, Jesus.
No, I got a toothache. I don't know if that's what it is, but it's because I ate too much icing 2 days ago on the cupcake for the Super Bowl party. And my teeth is killing me.
I believe
all
you.
Of them. What should I do?
You should
celebrate.
Celebrate. You should celebrate because today is National Toothache Day.
Wowzers! What are the odds?
And this is Will There Be Cake since you didn't tell anyone
to celebrate.
And I'm Amber.
And I'm Robert. Whatever. I said your name earlier. I said Amber Simpson.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I knew that this was Toothache Day.
Yeah.
And that is why I ate so many sweets 2 days ago because I had to prepare for this holiday.
It's a weird holiday.
And if you want to celebrate this, you have to eat a lot of candy today because you want your teeth to hurt by the end of it.
Yeah, you got to celebrate pain today.
Get them teeth hurting. Just get them hurting.
Just get them hurting.
I want everyone who's listening to this podcast right now to be like Tom Hanks in Castaway and try to fix your own teeth with an ice skate or whatever he did.
Oh, an ice skate? Is that real?
I think, yeah, well, he took the band off of the ice skates or something like that. And I remember he was in very much pain.
I hate the dentist, though.
I'm used to it now.
When's the last time you went to the dentist?
6 months ago.
Oh, really?
I go every 6 months.
Wow, you're so responsible.
Well, I used to go because it was under my dad I had dental and health under my dad and stuff like that. But then when I wasn't covered under his insurance, I get my own insurance. I don't have dental insurance anymore, but I have health insurance. No. So when I go for a cleaning. It's now like $150.
Right? That's fucking crazy.
And if they take, I think it's like 120, but then they take x-rays every year. And when they do the x-rays for that 6 months, I have to pay another like $50, $60. Like, can we just not do x-rays and I'll let you know if my teeth move?
I go once a year, and I went like 6 months ago. But before that, I hadn't gone in a couple of years. And then before that, I hadn't gone in like 5 years. Because I remember I hadn't gone in a few years. And then Shannon Lee was going through her dental schooling, and she cleaned my teeth for free. But yeah, I don't have a toothache today, but if I did, today is a good reminder to call your dentist to find out why you have a toothache or just to get a cleaning or a checkup.
It's weird because like the only toothaches I've ever had are just cavities.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's other stuff, but cavities are the only ones I've ever had.
Well, TMJ is one. My sister just had carrot. She just had TMJ.
Oh, really?
They make you take like steroids.
It's
crazy. You could have a toothache from a sinus or ear infection.
Yeah, I've heard that.
If you grind your teeth, if you have a cracked tooth or filling, if you have an abscessed tooth, if you have worn enamel, or if you have tooth decay or gum disease.
I do grind my teeth every once in a while.
Really?
It's weird.
You're a teeth grinder?
Only every once in a while. Like it's
like in your sleep or
like
conscious of it? Obviously.
Yeah. I remember just somebody I was dating one time. She said like she mentioned it, but she said it only happened every once in a while. So then I was like, well, maybe it has to do with like stress or something like that.
Yeah.
But I remember like one time like actually waking up, and maybe it was a dream, but I could swear I was like grinding my teeth really hard, and I was like, and it like drives me crazy just thinking about it. So I'm hoping I wasn't, but it made me wake up. It's weird.
One of my uncles used to grind his teeth like really bad in his teeth. Like it would wake me up sometime. I could hear him like. I was like, oh, stop it.
Yeah, you have to like put something in your mouth when you sleep or something like that for. Yeah, no. But I've only ever had cavities.
Yeah,
I've had
me
like
too.
3 or 4 cavities though.
Or when you need to get your tonsils taken out.
not your tonsils.
Or your
wisdom teeth.
Wisdom teeth taken out, yeah. Not your tonsils.
But I haven't had my wisdom teeth taken out.
Wow.
Which is weird.
That is weird.
So, but they're like, they always, I think the last time I actually went to the dentist this past time, they said like, do you want to take your wisdom teeth out? And I'm like, not really. Do I have to? And they're like, well, it's good if you do. They're like, I guess you don't have to if it's not hurting you. I'm like, no. She's like, normally it starts to hurt people after a while, and that's why we do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, it doesn't hurt.
Me. Don't do it.
And it's never hurt. So I'm like, I'm good right now. She's like, all right. But I guess it's also hard to like brush your teeth like way back there too or something like that. So they said like a lot of times it just gets stuffed, so they want to pull them. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, it is hard to brush them. Last time because I still have I don't even remember which ones I have and I don't have. I have to like check and remind myself. But last time I went, my dentist was like, "You're doing good with brushing." He's like, "There's just one spot in the back. Yeah. It's like you need to focus on more." So now I try to get to that spot.
Yeah, I think now like the next time I go to the dentist though, because I'm gonna think about getting braces, but I want to do
Invisalign.
Yeah, I want to see if I can use those because I like looked up Invisalign, and back in the day, it was never like it could only fix like certain problems with your teeth, but now I think it like kind of fixes everything. Like I saw it and they were like, yeah, it just does this. The only thing is it's like super expensive.
It is super expensive.
So if I get that stimmy,
I'll
probably put it towards that and just
nice.
Yeah,
good for you.
If we get it,
I want to like once when I was like 10 years ago, I was like went to an appointment and like my dentist was behind and he asked me and I had to wait like 3 hours, so he gave me like a free he took a mold of my teeth and gave me a free like whitener thing.
Oh, nice.
But at the time I was like, I don't need this and didn't use it, and now I need it because I drink so much coffee and stuff.
The whiteners or what? Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a mold.
Strips,
like you put the stuff in the mold and you like pulled it in your mouth for like so long every day or something.
And then now they just have the white strips you can use, which I use those every once in a while. I don't do them like as often as they say to do it. You're supposed to do it like every day for like 30 days. But I don't do that.
Yeah, I want to do it, but maybe someday. So the origin of National Toothache Day is unknown, but some people say it's because February 9th is the day that the Hershey's Candy Company was founded. And other people say that it's because February 9th is the feast of Saint Apollina, the patron saint of dentistry. But we suspect that it was probably a wise dentist who wanted to bring attention to this common and painful affliction. It was probably just a dentist that was like, let's make a holiday to get people to come fix their teeth or commit to brushing and flossing every day. Do you floss every day?
Not every day. I do it more often though now. I probably do it like every 3 days.
I try to do it every day because, every time you go to the dentist, they're like, don't forget to floss. And then I'm like, I do floss. And he's like, well, you're probably not doing it the right way. If you're not bleeding and then your mouth gets better and stops bleeding.
Yeah. That's how they can tell.
Every time he tells me that. I'm like, I know. You don't have to remind me. I know I am bleeding gallons into your sink right now.
my favorite, one of, I think it was Sarah Silverman. She said on some talk show, she's like, I went to the dentist, and every time I go to the dentist, they're like, you need to floss more, you need to floss more. And then she's like, how can you tell I'm not flossing and stuff like that? And he's just like, I can tell. And she's like, I wasn't even bleeding, my gums weren't bleeding that much. And she's like, it was weird. So she goes, screw it. So that she said before the next time she went, she flossed every day for the 6 months or whatever. And then she went, and the guy's like, I see you've been flossing. She's like, damn it, he does know. How?
That's funny.
Yeah, so
crazy dentist.
I try to do it more, but yeah, some nights I just either forget about it or whatnot. But I would say every 3 days I probably do it.
Yeah, it just depends how much of a hurry I am.
And I was trying to do where I would do it every 3 days, or and then every 2 days do the whitening and just go back and forth. So that way it kind of reminded me, but then I forget about that stuff too.
Yeah, it's hard. I've been better about it. I was always they always said I had an adult mouth when I was younger. So, but I got a lot of cavities. But he was always like, you have good teeth. You have an adult mouth. And I was 14. And I was like, cool. Thanks.
I don't remember the last cavity. Probably.
Yeah, it's been fucking years since I've had a cavity. God, those are the fucking worst.
Yeah. It's weird because recently when I went this last time, they were using that metal, I forget what it is. But to poke and make sure everything was good. And then there's like one, and it didn't hurt, but I could feel like it was different. Like it was like a little bit more sticky, but it wasn't like dirty or anything. She's like, it's pretty soft right here. She's like, we'll have to keep an eye on that. I'm like, no, I don't want to have anything. But it's been like a year now. But she noticed it again last 6 months, and she's like, it's still soft. But
I feel like we're lucky though. I've had so many people who've had to get like teeth pulled or like, oh my god, I can't imagine.
Had to have a bunch now. My mom just had bad luck. She ate an apple one time, and like her tooth came out. Like an apple, yeah.
Shit.
I was like,
Yeah, teeth stuff creeps me out.
It just sucks because the older you get,
the
a lot
more
of people
fucked your
get,
teeth are.
get dentures at some point.
And maybe that's how you celebrate also. You start thinking about the future of your teeth.
So this isn't about getting a toothache. This is about preventing the toothache.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
I take back everything I said.
Or addressing the toothache that you might have.
Well, I take back everything I said about eating a bunch of candy today.
Yeah, don't listen to Robert. It hurt your teeth.
Being like Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
In specifically in Castaway. If you want to be like Tom Hanks in any other movie, go for it. Yeah.
Just not that one.
Yeah, not that one. Or
Philadelphia. Depending on your situation, celebrate in your own way.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if this is a good cake day.
Yeah, you know what? I say we don't have a cake today.
Yeah, because we're trying to prevent some toothaches today.
Yeah, and we're already eating a lot of cake.
We ate a lot of cake.
So maybe don't eat cake today, but brush your teeth.
Brush and floss your teeth.
And floss before you go to bed for sure.
Or when you wake up. Don't tell people when to do their shit.
All right, I don't give a shit. Floss, don't floss,
Yeah,
it's your life.
Exactly.
All right. Is that anything else?
Nope.
All right, that does it for this episode of Will There Be Cake. Thanks for joining us, guys. For Amber and myself, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
This has been a Seven Lamb production.